Who's that predator? It's Jeff Sokol. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of The Predator Roast. This is episode 5. Be sure to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel, as well as hit the bell icon next to subscribe so you get notified when I post new content. Let's go ahead and jump into Jeff Sokol. So he's just standing outside.
Jeff? Over here. You can come in this way.
He's standing by the front door.
Sorry about that. Come on in.
How are you?
Good, how are you? Did you find the house okay?
No, because it's really dark out. So.
How long did it take you to get here?
I don't know, it took 2.5 hours.
Couldn't find the house because it was really dark out. This was in 2017, I think. Bruh, you didn't use Google Maps? Didn't use Waze? Any of that shit? No, it was really dark out, so I had a really hard time finding the house. Okay.
That's a long drive.
Yeah.
I drove 2.5
Alright.
hours.
Sorry, I'm really nervous.
Oh, you gonna be a hug?
No, I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'll settle into it.
Okay.
So, kind of.
Look at the fucking smile on his face. He's never been happier in his entire life. Try our delicious flame-grilled chicken. Apparently that place does have really good pizza. It says Joey's Teacap Channel.
Did you guys just...
The small pizza is like almost as big as the big one. So I didn't know that. Like you said small, I thought it'd be like.
The small pizza was almost as much as the big one. So when I
Really small one.
Yeah.
Said big one.
Sorry.
Are you okay?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I am. I'm fine.
I've just never done this before.
I know.
Have you?
No, not really. I mean,
Are you telling me the truth?
I've met girls online, but I don't like come like this
You don't usually meet minors? Is that what you're going for there, buddy?
far to like meet someone. I don't know why
It's kind of crazy, huh?
It is crazy. Yeah, why did you let me come?
What? It's not up to her, motherfucker. You're the one who decided to come. Why'd you let me come? No, stop trying to put it on her, dude. You decided to come there. It wasn't up to her. Like, yeah, she was like, yeah, come on over, but you're the one who got in your fucking car and drove 2.5 hours away to go meet a 14-year-old girl, 13-year-old girl. Can't remember how old this one is.
If you're so nervous.
It seems like a good idea, and you seem nice.
Why do you think I came?
Because you wanted to fuck her? He really had to think about that for a second. He's like, why do you think I came? She's pretty sure, I'm pretty sure she knows why you came, dude. I'm pretty sure everybody knows why you came.
I think I know.
Yeah.
It's not the only reason. It's not the reason.
What's the reason?
I'm sure it's not the reason.
I'm not just, been talking to you for a while, and you seem like really cool to hang out with, and someone that I'd like to meet, and I wanted to check out the situation,
Check out the situation. Because you were really cool, and yeah, we've been talking for a while, and I just really seemed like you'd be a cool person to meet. Yeah, I'm sure. You've been looking around since you fucking got there. You're waiting for the cameras to come out.
Well, here we are.
Here we are.
So,
I will say this one thing about Hansen versus Predators compared to Catch a Predator. The decoys they have in Hansen versus Predator, way better, except for one guy. We haven't gone over him, the Predator with him yet, but there's a guy who's like Me, my mommy, and my daddy. And he literally looks like he's in his 20s. Doesn't look young at all. So, he's a pretty shitty decoy. But other than that, their other decoys, pretty good. A lot better than some of the ones that they had on To Catch a Predator. Did you see some of them fucking wigs? God damn. They had the budget to fucking have the police and all these fucking ghillie suits and shit. And some of them, but they didn't have enough money to buy a good wig for their decoys. Okay, then.
Let's deal with this whole contract thing, because I'm just going to be thinking about it the whole time.
Okay, so it gets brought up here in a minute, but she said, what's the deal with this whole contract thing? That's because old Jeff Sokol here, he knows that it's illegal to have sex with a minor. But in his head, if they get married, then it's not illegal. So he said he was going to bring a marriage contract stating that they were planning on getting married, so in case they had sex, it would be legal. So that's the contract she's talking about right now.
Until we get that out of the way.
This document was something Sokol put together after some research on the internet to protect himself from getting in trouble for.
I guess I could have just let Chris tell y'all, but you know what? That's what this whole thing is about. Just me sitting here roasting some predators. Haven't roasted Jeff that much yet, but we're about to.
For having sex with a 13-year-old girl. He talked about it in the chat along with a lot of other graphic topics. It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Let's eat and we can like talk about it.
First, let's eat, then we can like talk about it. Okay.
There's plates behind you if you want to grab one.
Huh?
There's plates behind you if you want to grab one. Do you want a water or anything?
No.
Okay.
Nah.
Man, well I got this for in case we
Alright, I'll
Yeah, okay, so it doesn't get brought up in this either, but he grabs that orange juice and he's like, I got this well for... It's because he also brought vodka. So he's planning on getting her drunk as well. I'm not sure why Chris doesn't talk about that, but it's true. I mean, he brought vodka. It's in the record, like at the police report or whatever.
grab a water.
Alright, then we'll have do you want to eat at the table or what do you want to do?
No, we can just sit here.
Table, or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
He's got fucking 3 different colors of hair on his goddamn head. He's got his little dark black, then he's got gray, then it goes to brown, then black, then gray. Like, what the fuck, dude? I mean, dye that shit. Get some fucking, I don't know, men's hair dye? I was trying to think of the name, but I can't think of it.
Expected.
Rogaine is for regrowth, but it doesn't look like he needs to regrow shit. Maybe a couple little patches here thinning out, but not as bad as John Dupay.
Be like 2.5 hours. So.
You're from the Boston area, you said?
Yeah. Can I wash my hand?
Hey,
Yeah, I have some family that lives up there. It's pretty nice.
Do you?
Yeah, I've been to Faneuil Hall.
Where's your family? Like, what part of Boston?
I don't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Boston's so confusing. It's wicked confusing.
Okay.
that I will say something about. It's wicked confusing. I don't think people said it's wicked in 2017. I could be wrong. I know I personally didn't, and I know people I know didn't say wicked in 2017. But, teach their fucking own, I guess.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be cool.
Oh, it's okay.
We'll work on it.
I mean, you look great.
Thanks.
You just look different than what than like in the pictures. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I expected you to have dark hair. Did you?
My hair it lightens up in the summer.
And no, I'm not.
She boom, she had that one on the fucking ready. Oh, well, my hair, it just lightens up in the summer. Fuck yeah, man, that's believable as shit.
I'm saying, I mean, I think you look
You don't
great.
like it?
I think you look great. I'm just saying, like, you look different, yeah, than I thought.
Yeah.
But no, nothing wrong with
Well, you
that.
never can tell with online things, you know?
What about me?
Oh, yeah.
Do I look different?
I mean, you look different. I'm not saying better or worse, just different.
Alright.
I have cupcakes too, if you want.
Let's see. Did you make them?
Look at those. Do you think I made those?
I have no idea.
No, she didn't make those. Those are store-bought, bro. Probably the same ones that were there on the last episode.
Do you want to use plates or do you want to just eat?
Whatever you want. We're pretty casual here.
Okay.
I'm like too nervous to eat.
Well, you already ate, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
I was just.
You almost forgot you told him you already ate. I'm just too nervous to eat. Oh, well, you already ate, didn't you? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, come on, girl.
I was wondering if you were gonna be.
So, you knew she already ate. Wait a minute. You knew she already ate, but you, instead of bringing just a small pizza for yourself, you brought a large pizza. So you were planning on eating that whole fucking pizza, dude? Jesus Christ.
Like, how would you be? Like, would you be nervous? Would you be like totally, like?
She has every right to be nervous. Look at that creepy ass face, dude. You fucking, ugh.
Like you've done this before.
Oh,
you know,
definitely haven't done this before.
Like, I don't know, you just seemed very like, you didn't seem nervous at all when I talked to you and just in
Well,
general.
it's different when you're talking to someone online versus like
person.
coming to their house and meeting them.
I know. I just gotta take something. This isn't drugs, it's just a...
It's because old Jeff here is lactose intolerant, so he's got to take that pill before he eats pizza. Or at least that's what he says. I've also seen reports that people think it's Viagra that he's taken, so he can get a little hard on. Because apparently Jeff's got some ED problems.
Yeah, no, by all means. Here, drink water.
It's something that I take before I eat.
In the middle of it all, Sokol pulls out a medicine bottle. You can see it on the video. He takes a pill, apparently in preparation for what he thinks is going to be a big night ahead.
Yeah, see, Chris says big night ahead. He says,
been doing all day.
So Chris implies
I'm just hanging out,
but I've
watching
seen
TV,
reports that say
Netflix and stuff.
Intolerant, seen things that say it's Viagra. Who fucking knows what the pill is? Jeff knows. Cops know. But no, I don't think it's been set in stone what it was. I'm not sure. Unless I just haven't looked into it that fucking well. Honestly, guys, I haven't looked into it that fucking well.
What's that?
I have no idea. Do you want me to check?
Somebody here?
No.
What kind of pizza we have tonight? Who's this?
Looking right there.
I'll get to that in a minute. Who are you?
And he's like, who's this? Well, dude, who the fuck do you think it is? Do you not know who Chris Hansen is? I'm surprised. Yeah, he's gotten a little older, but it's same Chris Hansen, motherfucker. How do you not know who Chris Hansen is? How do none of these guys know who the fuck Chris Hansen is?
Who are you? You tell me first. You're Jeff, right?
Yeah.
And what are you doing here tonight, Jeff?
Hanging out.
Hanging out with whom?
With her.
Who's her?
I want to know who you are.
I want to know who you are. Comes off so fucking cocky, like he's got every right to be there. Like, you're the one who's got the right to be asking questions, Jeff? Really? Nah, I don't think so, dude. I don't think so.
I want to know a little bit more about you first.
Can I eat first?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh, can I look at Chris fucking... Sure, go ahead. Fucking, like, he's never heard that before. That caught him so off guard. Garen fucking teed. Oh, this motherfucker wants to eat? I mean, I've seen him eat the cookie. Seen him eat brownies. There's one kid that fucking goes to eat a brownie, and the brownie's been sitting out there for like 3 days, and it's like rock fucking hard, and he's still like trying to bite into it. It's fucking funny. But yeah, this probably catches Chris so off guard, him being like, can I eat first?
Tell me who you are, because, you know, I didn't know there would be other people here.
Well, what did you expect to happen here tonight, Jeff?
He expected to come there and get his thing a little bit hard with that pill, or get his little bowels a little softened so he can eat that pizza, whichever one it is, so he could fuck a little 13, 14-year-old girl. Still not sure which one it was. Can't remember.
Didn't have any expectations.
No expectations whatsoever.
No.
So you drove 2.5 hours
Sure did.
from Boston.
Sure did. So fucking cocky about it. So you drove 2.5 hours. Sure did. Got a fucking problem with it, Chris? Didn't think so. No, actually, Chris got a big problem with it. Just like I do. You fucking piece of shit. Sure did. So righteous.
Austin.
Has no right to be.
Who are you?
To come here
Are you her dad?
to meet a young girl.
Are you her,
And look at that fucking.
are you her
I
dad?
will get to that in a minute.
Look at all that cheese and shit hanging off of it. And he gets that all in his fucking mouth. Watch this shit. He's already got his tongue out. Like, who the fuck sticks their tongue out like that before they put a piece of pizza in their mouth?
Go ahead, have a bite.
If he can't tongue the JJ, he's got to tongue some cheese, I guess.
Wow. I haven't done anything wrong.
Oh, you haven't?
How old are you?
What does it matter?
Because you're there to meet a fucking minor. That's why it matters, you piece of shit.
I'd like to know.
Oh my god.
I haven't done anything wrong. Coming to meet somebody? What's wrong? What is that against
Coming
the
to
law?
meet a young girl?
Yeah, is that against the law?
Yeah.
It is after this chat.
How?
Not wanting to marry her. Have sex with her. Yeah,
Did you bring some kind of a contract with you? Some sort of marriage contract?
Yeah, you caught me. Okay. I guess I'm gonna just still play cool because I still say that I didn't do anything wrong.
Let's see if any of this sounds familiar while you enjoy your pizza.
Ooh, Chris, let's see if any of this sounds familiar while you enjoy your pizza.
I should come see you on Saturday. Well, since your mom isn't home, it's the best time to do it. I would, but only if you want me to. You say, I can't go to jail. My life would be ruined.
Right.
Could be locked up for 20 years.
Yep.
And then you say, do you trim your blank?
Follows, I could get locked up for 20 years with, do you trim your pussy? Or whatever he says. But I'm assuming it's pussy because blank. And Chris has said vagina before, so.
Okay.
And then that. You got me. You fucking got me. Look, he's got there. But he still tries to play it off like he didn't do anything fucking wrong.
Now, you know that this girl is 13,
Now,
right?
you know.
Wasn't sure.
She's told you.
No,
Wasn't really.
that doesn't
And you're what, 37?
mean anything.
You're 37?
How does that not mean anything?
How old are you? You might as well just tell me, because I can find out like that.
Who are you? Can you tell me who you are first?
I will tell you that in a minute.
Because now you're making me nervous, and
You're 44 years old.
Okay, he's making you nervous? You piece of fucking shit. He's making you nervous. How do you think that fucking little girl felt, dude? I know she's really 19, but still, you could tell she was not that fucking comfortable being around you. I wouldn't be that comfortable being around you, and I'm a fucking 24-year-old man. Still wouldn't be that comfortable being around you. I'd want to kick your ass, you piece of shit. Fuck, dude. I mean, just the way you look at Chris and the way you're fucking just so cocky the whole time. It's just disgusting.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? As a 44-year-old guy, I shouldn't be talking to 13-year-old girls like this. Yet I want to.
Yeah, you say, so you know it's wrong, but yet I want to. That just fucking says everything. You're a piece of shit.
What am I supposed to make of that? Sorry, I'm paranoid.
Gotta think. Gotta think.
For me to me, no, potential.
Oh, you're done with that pizza now? You fucking literally ate half the piece of pizza and then put it back down on the rest of it. And then here in a minute, you're gonna ask these guys if they want some.
Having sex.
Nobody wants to eat after you.
But that is where the breaking the law comes from.
He is drinking
Right.
their water though.
Punishable up to 20 years. Did you bring condoms with you tonight?
well, they plan on having sex.
Do you have them in your car?
No,
I'm gonna find out, so you might as well tell me now.
I don't. Go ahead, check the car.
Go ahead, check.
You will never tell anyone about us having sex.
Just because you didn't bring condoms didn't mean you're not planning on having sex, you fucking piece of shit.
Are you sure? Okay, I could be there Saturday afternoon. Explain.
Okay, I can be there Saturday afternoon. You were fucking ready.
Explain it to me.
Just wanted to come hang out and.
It looks like here you wanted to come here and have sex with a 13-year-old
Well,
girl.
it looks like
Okay,
me too,
is that against the law to
They have sex with
Yes! That's against the law. You fucking piece of shit.
the 13-year-old girl when you're 44? Yes, it's against the law.
To meet a girl. That's all I've done.
You see how this looks.
Okay, but you also see
But no,
that
no.
I was pretty apprehensive about the whole sex thing.
It doesn't
Well,
fucking
when-
matter because you knew it's illegal, so you're trying to cover your tracks.
Would you be? Wouldn't anybody be if they were
Right.
going to try to have sex with a 13-year-old girl?
To be honest with you, you're not going to believe me, but I don't know who you are, but I'm sure you're like, law enforcement. But,
How do
You think I'm law enforcement?
well, I mean, that's what it sounds like. I was thinking about this on the way down,
Right. You had 2.5 hours to think about it.
and
Still-
and
It's not fucking funny, you piece of shit. You keep laughing. Yeah, it's funny for me. It's funny for everybody watching this, but it shouldn't be funny for you. I mean, you're there to meet a minor and to have sex with a 13, 14-year-old girl, and you just still want to play it fucking around. It's all jokey. Let's eat some pizza and fucking have a gay old time. No, you piece of shit. You should be taking this a little bit more fucking seriously, Jeff. If this should just go to show that he's most likely gonna he's gonna do this again. He's gonna reoffend, and this should just fucking prove that because he's not taking anything seriously. He just fucking wants to joke around and eat his pizza and keep asking Chris who the fuck he is. Well, do your research a little bit better if you're gonna go fuck a minor and figure out who's out there and who you could be meeting, because could have only been Chris Hansen. I mean, I personally would rather this happen to you to go there and it be some girl's dad and he fucking murders your ass and has every right to do it because you come into his house. That would most likely be the ideal situation, but can't just be going around having people killed. So, and whatever, I know, but that would be the ideal situation right here with Jeff Sokol and a lot of these other predators, for them to just be fucking taken out. Just boom. One to the head. That's all that needs to happen. But instead, they arrest him, let him get out sometimes the next day, and just let him keep fucking doing it. Because the way the system is for this shit is kind of fucked up. So, that's all I got to say about that.
and I wasn't gonna. I'm not gonna risk it. That's what I
You
said.
did risk it.
It's not normal for a 44-year-old guy to drive 2.5 hours to hang out with a 13-year-old
I
girl.
wanted to hang out, see how she was, see if
A 13-year-old girl. How often do you do this sort of thing?
never done it.
You've never done it. So tonight you just decided, okay, I'm going to drive 2.5 hours
Oh yeah,
down I-95 from Boston.
yeah. I've been talking to her
To
for
this
a little
house.
while, and she seemed cool to hang out with. I mean, with that,
Can't find any
I had nothing else
older
going on.
girls?
I can, but I had nothing else going on.
So you decided you just come out and...
Okay, I can, but I had nothing else going on. Well, you still shouldn't have continued to talk to her. We've been talking for a while, so I figured I'd drive 2.5 hours away to come meet her. Well, you shouldn't have been talking to her for a while. Once you found out she was 13, you should have ended the fucking conversation, reported the little girl's profile. Boom, problem solved. You wouldn't be sitting here eating that fucking pizza right now looking like a goddamn fool.
hang out with a 13-year-old girl.
Yeah, you can clearly see that I'm very apprehensive about that.
Let's
It doesn't
say
matter
we
if
meet...
you're apprehensive or not, you piece of shit. You can also clearly see that you were planning on coming down there to have sex with her, planning on bringing a marriage contract so you could marry this girl, so it wouldn't be illegal for you to have sex with her. No, that doesn't give a... Who gives a shit if you're apprehensive?
and really like each other and want to continue seeing each other. How would we do this? Like I said, as long as you're under 16, age of consent, parenthetically, nobody can know about it. I just can't take that chance. What it sounds like here is you're grooming her, testing her to make sure it would be okay if you had sex with her, so no one would find out.
To be honest with you, like I said, when I was on the way down,
Right?
I was thinking about the whole thing, and even before I left,
Right.
I was thinking I'm not going to have sex with her unless it's legal.
Unless it's
So
legal.
you talk about a plan to make it
But you
legal.
were still planning on...
To marry her.
After, yeah, like you planned on talking
Yeah,
about... You
right.
talked about making...
Yeah, not in 2 seconds. I mean, like,
So if you liked her, like next week or the week after, you'd marry a
no,
13-year-old girl.
not next week. No.
Not next week.
So after just a few days worth of chatting, you decide you love her?
No,
Bullshit.
You wanna have
were
sex with
saying
her?
it.
I don't know.
You want to marry her? What do you mean you don't know she's 13?
I don't know. I was just throwing things out, like, just in case. Maybe I did like her. Maybe it was,
So then you marry a 13-year-old?
I don't know. I was just throwing things out there. Well, you know what, dude? You should have been doing. You should have just fucking hit block, report, boom, problem solved. No, not what you had in mind at all, though. You were like, oh, I'm going to draft up this marriage contract that says if we have sex, it's not illegal because we're going to be married whenever, soon, or however the fuck you wanted to, long you wanted to wait before you married her. But then you still drove 2.5 hours away to meet a 13-year-old girl, and you said, you even said it yourself, until you're 16, and you even put it in parentheses, the age of consent, we can't let anybody know we have sex. That means you were planning on having sex with her, you piece of shit.
Girl, because she's really cool and you could have sex.
After a while, if it worked out, yeah.
After a while.
So
Yeah.
from, no, I wasn't going to have sex with her. Well, you're still saying you weren't going to have sex with her tonight, but you're like, oh yeah, after a while I would have had sex with her. Yeah, no problem. After a while usually doesn't mean that fucking long, so you were still planning on fucking a minor.
Like 3 years of dating?
I don't know.
A romantic courtship?
Maybe.
Maybe. So you're cool with all this.
Fucking medieval times?
You just think this is just fine. Marching here to this home.
I know what you're.
Well, what
Getting at.
else am I supposed to think, Jeff?
Right.
Do I seem like a dishonest, dirty person?
Yeah.
I mean, do I seem like it to you?
You look
This
like
chat
a
seems
real
like-
dirty person. And you seem very dishonest, you fucking... Oh, you dirty ass lumberjack piece of shit.
It seems like someone who at 44 years old.
Chat is chat.
Chat is chat, but showing up is showing up. And guess what, Jeff? You showed up. At a home where you knew a 13-year-old girl would be alone.
And you...
After a sexually charged conversation online. You come in, oh, I want to hug you.
Yep.
Yeah.
The little
Chris, though. Oh, I want to hug you. Fucking Chris, though, man. He's so funny.
girl's nervous. You do it with everybody.
Yeah.
You do that every time you meet a 13-year-old girl.
I do it when I meet somebody for the first time.
Okay, but this somebody is not an adult, Jeff. She's
Sure you do.
13.
Please tell me who you are.
I'll tell you.
I'm trying to be nice here.
Okay.
I'm trying to be
So
nice.
am I.
You have no ground to fucking stand on here, and you're like, oh, I'm trying to be nice. What are you gonna do, Jeff? What the fuck are you gonna do?
But you're not answering all my questions.
I will. Can you just tell me who you are?
I'm Chris Hansen, and this is an investigation called Hansen versus Predator.
Shit is dangerous. Shit.
So if there's anything else you want people to know, anything you want to say, now would be a good time to say it.
You ain't got shit to say. Keep going.
I can't believe this happened.
Did you bring any sort of a
Fucking
marriage
joke,
contract?
though.
So what was all that talk about?
I don't want to talk anymore.
You can leave.
On camera.
Oh,
You can
on
leave.
camera. A little too late for
I mean,
that.
I can leave.
You can leave.
And then what?
That's not up to me.
This is up to.
It's not up to me.
It's not up to me.
You didn't have to come here, did you?
No, you did not.
What do you do for a living, John?
He is shit
I don't wanna-
in his pants.
Talk anymore. There's
Insurance business, right?
cameras rolling.
The camera's been rolling.
Insurance?
I don't want to talk anymore.
All right. As I said, you're free to leave.
Yep. If you're not gonna talk, then get the fuck up and go.
Can you
can't
shut it
just
off?
Sit there.
I cannot shut her off now.
I mean, what is this?
It's an investigation for a television program called Hansen versus Predator, where we investigate grown people who go online
Grown people.
and try
Come on,
to
admit it,
create
Chris, it's
inappropriate,
grown men.
illegal
You've
relationships
never
with
talked to
underage
them.
children.
At least not that
So
I'm
unless
aware
you
of.
have something else to say, now would be a good time to go.
I don't have anything else to say.
All right then. You can take your pizza if you like.
You want a slice?
I'm good, thank you very much.
Fuck no, we don't.
So the
want to
cops
smoke.
here?
We'll see.
We'll see.
Okay. Or if they're here, just bring them in.
It'd be best if you went out that way.
Like literally, threw that piece down on the rest of it and then asked Chris for it, please.
Grab a jacket.
It's not for the garage.
Everybody's watching.
Everybody's watching. attention. Come on out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Shit.
Sokol was sentenced to 7 years in prison, serving a mandatory 30 months. He is eligible for parole in June.
I wish he would have done a little bit more time. 7 years, mandatory 30 months. So a little bit over 2 years is what he's got to do for sure. So he's probably, I don't know if he's out or not. I'll have to look into that. And I will update it in the comments or whatever. I'll throw it at the end of this video. I'll see what I can do. But that was Jeff Sokol, guys. I haven't done very much Predator shit the last few days, so I haven't gotten his chat log. I will look for that. If I find it, I will put it in the link in the description so you guys can check out Jeff Sokol's chat log. As always, thank you for visiting another episode of the Predator Roast on Jake's Gaming Corner, and we will see you next time, guys. Later.